Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Steve Day, past president of the Rotary Club of Westwood Village. I'd like to introduce our president this year for 2019-2020, Paul Aslan, President Paul Aslan. Last year, many of you probably were here when Damavand was presented with his Paul Harris pin. You remember that? He was a great recipient. He was our youngest, and I would argue he still is our youngest Paul Harris Fellow. For those of you who were here, I'm going to share a little bit about what Rotary is, what the Rotary Foundation is, which we honored Damavand with the Paul Harris Fellow. The funds raised, donated on behalf of Damavand by his parents, went towards our Rotary Foundation. Many of you probably have heard of Rotary, service organization. It's international. Our club is here in Westwood. We have several members here today, besides President Paul and myself, and of course Roozbeh. Rotary is a service organization doing great things in our community, both locally here on the west side, as well as international. We have great friendship. Rotary is really a fellowship organization, a fellowship. So besides the great work and services we do throughout our community, both nationally, local, nationally, internationally, we just have a lot of fun as friends. So the Rotary Foundation was established many, many years ago, and it's the means by which we're able to really have really impactful programs in our communities. And so we raise money for Rotary. One of many ways we do it is through what we call the Paul Harris Fellowship. Rotarians, family members of Rotarians, be it spouses, children, siblings, they donate $1,000 and the individual becomes a Paul Harris Fellow. And that's what we presented to Damavand last year. But Raina and Roozbeh wanted to do it again, and Rotary has that opportunity. If you look on, Paul, President Paul has a pin here. This is the Paul Harris Fellow pin. As you give additional $1,000, you get a sapphire. When you've given, in Paul's case, he's given over $6,000 to the Rotary Foundation. He has this pin, but because of the gifts made in Damavand's name, he's now going to be made a multiple Paul Harris Fellow. So he's today going to get his Paul Harris Fellow pin +1, which I was going to have Paul put it on Damavand's strap there, but I think he's asleep. So instead, we're going to present it to Raina as his mother. President Paul, would you please present to Raina on behalf of Damavand Farahanipour. How did I do? His Paul Harris Fellow, multiple Paul Harris Fellow pin +1. I have a strange feeling we're all going to be back here next year when he gets his second pin. So, again, on behalf of the Rotary Foundation, which I am our club's representative to the Rotary Foundation, I thank both Roozbeh and Raina for making this generous contribution. President Paul, if you please make the presentation to Damavand's mother.
این فاندیشن بسیار مهمیه و در دنیا باعث کارهای خیلی مهمی میشه. مثلا من نمیدونم، جوونا نمیدونم پولیو چیه، برای اینکه باش آشنایی ندارم بعضی از جوونا، ولی ما آلموست داریم اینو از بین میبریم تو دنیا. مثلا الان 200 بیشتر از کیس ریپورتد نمیشه و اینا به خاطر کمک‌هایی است که آدمایی مثل روزبه و خانم عزیز شروع میکنن و ما ازشون خیلی متشکریم. We are both very grateful to you. You are a great member, both of you, even though she doesn't attend the meetings all the time, but you do. So I want to hand it to you. This is this is the wonderful pin, which is the start of many good years to come.
My friend family, my Rotary family, Westwood family, BNI family, West LA Chamber family, and entire community. Thank you for joining us. And that was great to have you all with us. I'm sorry the Damavand already passed out. He is I couldn't say more. But Rana make a beautiful cake. I don't want to cut it, but I think no choice. You have to cut the cake. First, I want to blow the candle. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Damavand. Happy birthday to you. Oh, the chocolate cake. That's good. I didn't know that's a good one. Chocolate cake. Thank you, thank you. Someone needs to serve the cake. Yes, actually do that. Thank you. Hi, Jeff.
Here on behalf of Paul Koretz, the city councilman for this area. And, we were excited a couple years ago to have the first sharks ever born in Westwood. But this first birthday party is much more exciting, and we're so happy Damavand Farahanipour is 1 year old today. So on behalf of the entire city council and the mayor, we wish you happy birthday and congratulations. Thank you.